I don't actually talk a lot about my childhood in detail, but it was rough. It was really rough. Two adoptive parents who absolutely detested and hated us. Um, but I always respected my parents. And I've told my children that because recently I've been demanding respect from my children. Not that they all disrespect me, but sometimes some of the younger ones can say things. And I said, "You're not going to disrespect me." I said, "My parents treated me like shit, like I was an invasion in their home, even though they signed papers and said, yeah, we want to be your mom and dad." But I always respected them. I never talked nasty to them, especially as an adult. Children do things, it happens. They held grudges against me for that. But they created the monster that had the smart mouth. So, anyway, I never disrespected them. But Mama is gone. She died a few years back. And Daddy is, I think he's 86. He'll be 86 in a few weeks. And I've heard so much shit from him my whole life. He talks hateful to my grown children now. He always had something mean to say to me. He never told me he loved me. He never hugged me or I don't know what it feels like to be a daddy's girl. I don't know what it feels like to be a mama's girl. And even at 54, that still hurts. But a couple of days ago, I've written letters 1,000 times that I've never sent. A couple of days ago, I dialed his number. And I hoped I'd get his answering machine because it would give me the chance to say something. And it did. And I left a very short message. It would have been a little bit longer, but I started getting emotional, and I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of hearing me get upset and cry. So I just ended it with a bye and hung up. But one thing that I told him was that he ain't shit. Because that's what he always says to me, my children, anybody else who'll listen. He talks about having a lot of money saved up. Money that, by the way, he does not do anything charitable, even though he's a vet. He doesn't help anybody but himself. Always himself. He has always been a self-serving prick. And I think we should normalize being able to confront people who hurt us. He ruined my whole entire childhood. He ruined how I thought about myself, how I reacted to people, how I felt about myself, how I felt about other people. He made me paranoid and scared and always feeling guilty for things I didn't do. I had to try to fix stuff I didn't break because that was my childhood, But I just want to talk about it. And I'll do a lot more writing. I actually write a lot that I don't post. But we're going to start coming out with more stuff because I will never let the legacy of what a prick he was die down. He deserves that. And I hope that when he does pass away, they shove all that money he's got saved up in his dead carcass. So, call me mean and hateful, but if you knew how this man talked to me, how he treated us, and it got worse over the years, it never got better. I blame him for driving my little brother out of the state.